Let's get double Tyrant. And then we are starting to draw all the cards. Yep, here we go. Man, the Tyrants are insane. And that means when we follow up with the Rex, we actually get... Man, this is so much value. It's actually insane. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today the fastest ramp that is humanly possible. All the biggest creatures, fastest ramp. With this deck you either go big or go home. And we also have Smuggler surprise. You will see the games with this. This is absolutely hilarious. You can put multiples of those at the end step, then go with the Rex and attack for like 25. So the deck goes absolutely crazy. You guys enjoyed so much all the green decks with Rex, you know, Tyrant. So I thought if you guys enjoy it, if I enjoy it, let's make more and have some fun together, because there's a charm in playing those 7 drops and they are all super cool. And today games were insane, man. When you see those surprises, it will surprise you. So guys, let's go into games. Let's not talk more. If you aren't subscribed, this might be the day. By the way, thank you all so much for the 15,000 subscribers. This is insane. We reached it like 2 days ago, I think, or something like this. So that's insanely nice. Thank you for all the support. Like, it's super cool. So let's go into games, have fun. So we are on the draw, but you know what, I actually like it because our draw is far from perfect and we are on the draw and I want to see what happens. We have some options, but I would love the 2 mana ramp. Alright, Golga. Thank you, Magic. Man, sometimes you just draw every single card you need and you are just very good at Magic. Oh no. Oh, the bat, always here to mess me up. I would take Glimpse the Core. I think this is way the best card we have right now. They can also go for a Zendikar because it's 2 lands in 1. So it depends how long they plan for the game. If they plan to go for, you know, turn 4 or 5, maybe Zendikar is better. By the way, you can play the card that is not revealed. The game will always take the card that was revealed from your hand. So we can play the new forest and still use the old forest. Oh boy, Ghalta is definitely scary. Well, our opponent will get a lot of cards. See? Alright, this was probably not the most impressive turn of my life. I guess we could get some creatures. Do we want them? I will actually think about it. Maybe we get the lands. Oh, the draw hurts. But we should be able to outvalue them, right? Yep. The pain of my opponent drawing more cards than me. I mean, I could get some lands because I will need 1 more land. Yeah, I think we play it. We are already extremely behind, and I don't think we can be more behind. Please don't short at me. Haha, no shorted. Alright. Man, the top land never made me so happy, even though this is a surveillance, so it's some good value for them. Alright, so they have enough lands in their hand. That's a good information. Preacher. Alright. And I think we go with this, right? I know I could get more creatures, but we should have time to get them. And alright. So land and Rex. I think that was worth it. This is our 7th land and 8th land. Oh my god, how will I survive the next turn? Oh man, we really needed this single Glimpse the Core, like we really needed it. That was the missing turn. When you are on the draw, you are already 1 turn behind. This bat made us 2 turns behind. So it will be super hard for right now. They don't activate the code, and they're doing 3 cards a turn. Like, our Tyrant is really good, but it's not easy to beat 3 cards a turn, especially that the first turn on the Tyrant is just a setup. And with First Strike Death Touch, they will still keep drawing cards. I mean, unless we get the Tyrant to die, maybe? No, we probably block the Preacher, so they will draw card here and draw card here. Oh boy, this will be so hard. Like, we are 2 turns behind of where we should be. So we should be casting Tyrant where he was casting Ghalta, and that was the good timing. Now we are on the bad timing. I can attack with Rex, but no, we first go with the Tyrant, because that means when we flip this, we get an extra creature and life and card, and we really need this. Alright, the first lifelink, the lifeline. Man, I'm just sitting here with fingers crossed and just hoping for the best. Do we have one for this? Yeah, this is me. Exactly. On the next turn we can ramp a little bit with Forest into Irencrag and still play our 7-drop, which is nice. That is actually really nice because it gives you 2 extra mana for the next turn. If you need it, you know? With the Tyrant you actually can use a lot of mana. And when you get to... Alright. First go for the Throat, but that life gains. I think we really need to keep the second Tyrant, unless we top deck another. But even then we want double triggers. Like, this is our lifeline. And the second one is an artifact, so go for the Throat doesn't hit it. An interesting card. Man, if they full swing, can I kill them instantly? I think there is a chance, right? They don't know about the Smuggler's surprise. So this is 16, 22 damage if they tap out. And they only lifelink 1. Man, we are back at 15. Please, don't touch my Tyrant, I really need it. I really need it, man. Alright, you are allowed. You are allowed. And because they have more life, they actually lose life instead of creating a life-linking blocker, which is nice. If they keep all the mana open, they can kill one of the Rex. Listen, I think we take this damage. Tyrant is our lifeline right now. This is the only card that keeps us in the game right now. Man, they drew so many cards. Like, we got 40, but you know, I guess we milled something or... Oh, maybe we actually drew so many? I don't know. But they should be ahead in cards, like, by a huge margin. Alright, let's sit. Please don't short at me. Don't leave mana open. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Sentinel of the Nameless City. So now they are tapped. They cannot use Go for the Throat. And... Alright, so... Let's think. I can either life gain insane amounts, or I can try to kill them, but this is what? 16, 22 damage. They block with this. They're exactly at 1 life. That's crazy, man. And this doesn't help, right? Hexproof Indestructible doesn't really do anything here. But we still do it for sure. But we can go with Irencrag, then we go 6 mana, right? 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that should be it. That should be fine. You don't want to miss mana here. There is an instant, but potentially it's Go for the Throat that literally cannot hit anything here. 6, 7, so this and this, right? Perfect. Math, very good. Alright, and we'll flip the Zendikar potentially, which means that we'll draw even more cards. And our opponent knows what it means. Let's get some nice 7-drops here. And I wish this was a 3-3 so I can kill him right now. Oh my god, this is such a bad draw. Alright. To be absolutely fair, this might be our last attack. So they can block here, so I don't think we can attack like this. We need to attack here and go rest here, because that forces this to flip, and we need the additional card. Alright, let's go. They want to keep Ghalta from attacking. On the next turn we won't have Indestructible. Yep, Artifact, and those have wards, so our opponent is sitting with his Go for the Throat, but it literally cannot target anything except his own creatures, and I encourage him to just, you know, go for the Throat, maybe Ghalta, like, see what happens. Maybe it wins you the game, maybe not, worth a try. Alright, I really hope the next cards will be better, because all of this is dead draw. Like, we have 5 cards and we have literally 0 value in them. And that's on the rough side. Like, we didn't have Up the Beanstalk, so all of those cannot draw us cards. So we are, you know, a bit on the rough side here. Alright, a lot of damage, extra card, extra blocker, and we see from there. They can pay a lot of mana, so they can go for the Throat 1 Rex, then Ghalta the second one, and just champ, you know, the rest. Not really champ because they have 8 toughness. So I need to draw something more, like a Rex. Rex is probably the best one, but you know, I will take another Tyrant. I will even take... Okay, this is a good card. It keeps us going. It basically is a free card. Just, you know, by definition. Yeah, this is the only target for Go for the Throat. But this is not really what they want to kill. Alright. I need some red mana in my life. Because that's the only moment when I see red mana in my pool. Alright. Alright, I don't think they can kill us, but I think they can try to fight for the value, because our draw is super dead except Up the Beanstalk, and they can draw so many cards every turn. They can absolutely attack with the Preacher, I think. They have 4 poison, so if we have 2 Rex going through with Trample, that kills them even if the damage isn't enough. Alright, they're going for the bigger lifelink. Ghalta. Okay, they don't want this, absolutely. Like right now Ghalta won't die, ever, in this board. And they keep 6 mana, which is Go for the Throat on the Warded Rex. Alright, a full swing. And now they will get the lifelink token, and not cards anymore. They can pay 1 life, which honestly is probably worth it. When you are against 22, you probably don't care if you are on 4 or 5, but 1 extra card can change everything. We still need this Tyrant. Like, Tyrant combined with Up the Beanstalk can get us, you know, super ahead if we hit the right card. There are no counters, no enchantments. Oh, there will be this is enchantment. So we need to instantly use it, if we can. But we really need some 7-drops here. Like, in next 2 cards, I need 7-drop. I guess we have a lot of trampling power, but I just don't believe it will be enough. They can actually play this Ghalta, and I think this is a good call, because they can block one of the creatures. So if they play Ghalta, I think that's an extremely good play for them, because it will be untapped. This one is tapped fully. Double Go for the Throat already, so our opponent on the good side of the draw. And let's sit. Yeah, we will lose Up the Beanstalk very quickly. Oh, absolutely horrible draw. Alright. So how much mana is it? That's fishy amount of mana, but it doesn't hit the Rex. I think they should be dead. Alright, let's play Up the Beanstalk, because I don't want to risk that my next card was Rex and I never seen it. Yep, I don't think they can remove anything. Go for the Throat doesn't hit this, and they didn't leave enough mana to hit this, so they probably can only block the trampling, and that's 20-20 in damage. Alright, so our opponent played Adaptive. We are glimpsing the core because we want to go for the survey on the next turn. We are on the play, so we have our, you know, momentum right now. And yeah, we will play probably the Titan first. Oh boy, this is so tempting, but let's not do it now. That was close. Man, we nearly missed. I thought it's not possible to miss. Alright, Sentinel. Our opponent actually has the perfect opening with this deck. Like, this is 1, 2, 3, all of the best decks. For, you know, basically 6 mana, they created 9, 10 of stats. That's literally as good as it gets. So, we have a worthy opponent, but we have the Titan. And let's see, so the Rhino. And the shield counter, I guess. So they will probably all grow. Right? Because he will play something that pumps literally everything. Sorry, bro. So is the shield counter here doing literally anything? I will go on the Rhino, because that might allow us extra block. I don't see the upside for going for the Titan. See, everything grows, except this. Well, I guess this one... No, we can trade for a 4/4 nicely, see? That's really good. Alright, so we can go for the greedy way, but I don't think we have time. I think we need cards, we need lands, we need to set up the Tyrant for the next turn. Alright, I think we can outvalue them. They have those clues. What do you do? How did he get the clue? I should probably know. And investigate. Alright, that was the word I lacked. So we can start attacking. Or we can... Well, you know what? No, they just double block with 4/4. So we basically trade our 7-drop into their 1-drop, which is not amazing. They can draw cards, but it will slow them down, and that means we have more time to play our stuff. Alright. They got the land, very good for them. They really wanted it. So basically the map activation was free because they paid 1 mana and they got 1 mana. So that's a good start for them. This doesn't pump anything. It would be hard for them to outvalue our creatures because they rely on curve and just casting one after another, all those huge creatures. But at the same time, let's go like this. And you know what? Honestly, let's go like this. Irencrag costs you basically 1 mana. And with this, I think we should start outvaluing them. So, I think we get rid of one of the cards, and let's create more rhinos. Because I actually don't want them to have any card advantage. I want card advantage for myself. And when you create rhino, you get more stuff. Let's go for the dinosaur. Yep, both are the dinosaurs. If I attack with this, they cannot really block. Because then they can double trade, but I still get more value, so it's not worth it. So we start going for the lethal, because on the next turn we can go with the Rex and try to actually swing all. And I think our opponent is slowly out of options. Like, our board is better, their deck doesn't have any kind of sweeper probably. Oh, I like this. Cloak too, alright. Yep. They just cannot outvalue this kind of deck because our creatures are simply stronger. They are a bit more, explosive at the start of the game, but we are way more explosive at the end game. Alright, opponent goes first, let's sit. Our hand is actually kinda fast, even on the draw. Hopeless Nightmare. I think we go Glimpse the Core because we have 2 and we only need 1. Alright. Irencrag. So we have good 2 mana ramp. If he wants to discard, we actually have a lot to discard. Let's go with this one. I think it's a little bit better because this cannot really be removed. Like Artifact is probably something they cannot answer, but theoretically. Alright, and they're starting to be very aggressive. This will be... Everyone? Yeah, each skeleton always has a haste, not only on the first turn. So a little bit scary here. Let's go Dinosaur. I mean, we have to go like this. On the next turn we are going with the Tyrant, potentially. Maybe we draw the Titan or something, so... Like, we have a lot of 7-drops in this deck, so there is decent chance we'll draw something as well. Let's get some damage. On the bright side, if they... I just don't want Swamp into Shorelet, that's not great. That's not great. Everything else I think we can beat. Alright, our opponent is tanking. They have haste on the skeletons, so they might go aggressive. We need 1 land, we can discard the Irencrag. Alright, they are going absolutely all in. 8 damage, man. This is so much damage out of nowhere. If I play this, I can still play? No. No, I cannot. Alright, a little bit scary. We go back to 10. Here's our next creature. So on the next turn, we can unleash everything. Hope we draw the Titan. That would be amazing. Because then we play Ghalta and we get every creature we have in the hand. But we need to survive, and it might be actually hard. On the bright side, they cannot go for the Throw-This. Alright, Miner is slow, we take it. Oh no, it has haste! Oh, don't... no? I think they are killing us, right? Okay, ups. I think they missed the point. Like, I needed this. Alright. We get rid of this one. So they cannot get it back, right? Man, this is so close. But man, this is so good. So let's go for Ghalta. And I think we play another one. They will never kill this, right? I think we go like this because we have to sacrifice one of them, but at the same time we draw more cards and we life gain more. And I think we need to go super wide. Alright, let's go like this. Do we die? I can win on the next turn, right? So let's just go like this. I know it's super defensive, but I just don't see a way, you know, how they can win against this. Especially that we are life gaining even more, drawing more cards. The draw was not amazing, but we have Up the Beanstalk, so every, you know, 5 and higher drop we draw is instantly additional card, and we are drawing 2 cards on the next turn. And as you can see, they just cannot beat it. I mean, that was so aggressive with the double, you know, how Corpses of the Lost, but we managed to stabilize in the last moment. Alright, I have to say, man, this is such a good opening. Like, we have exactly what we need. And I tell you, some of the draws are really nice. And we have the Tyrant. Tyrant is honestly probably the best payout. And you know what? No. No. I wanted to go for Up the Beanstalk, but no. First, let's get our mana. And then we decide, because then we can keep Tyrant for a single turn, maybe. Shigeki. Alright, so our opponent is cooking. There will be stuff there. And let's go for the dinosaur. I don't see blue mana. I don't think there is any blue mana, but you know, you never know. So let's go for I mean, first you want as much mana as possible, because as you can see, mana still restrains us. So yeah, the more we have, the more decisions we have, but we probably will go Up the Beanstalk before we go for the Tyrant. Oh man, this is so tempting. Like, I can just play both of them. Alright, I'm ultra greedy, alright? I should not do it, I should go for the double Tyrant, but I just can't. And I need to pay, yep, more. I can get some creatures, I guess, but I don't think it's worth it. I think we just go for as much mana as possible. Our opponent will ramp nicely, he will get to 5 mana, potentially he will activate some Sunfalls, but at the same time, our value is supreme, and they don't have counter spells. Alright, yeah, this seems to be a control deck. Basic land card, search for a creature or land. Alright, some nice cards. Field of Ruin, alright. As long as I don't see blue mana, I'm fine with it. Alright, so it might be some kind of mid-range. No, it feels like a control, but this card is a little bit out of place, I would say. Alright, they want more value. This is good value. Alright, I think I know. I think I know exactly how we play this. We say go, our opponent has no idea what's going on. This guy ramped into 7 and he never used the mana. Don't tell me that's a full swing. Alright, exactly. So, let's go for this one. I think our opponent kinda knows what's going on. And you know what? Let's go for this effect as well. Just to make sure that nothing bad happens at the end step. We draw 1 card. Oh, no, we don't, because this is spree. Let's get double Tyrant. And then we are starting to draw all the cards. Yep, here we go. And the Tyrants are insane. And that means when we follow up with the Rex, we actually get... Man, this is so much value. It's actually insane. Can I kill him on this turn? Everything has trample. I think we can go like this and we can avoid the Emperor even. Listen, I'm going with this. I don't know if that wins, but I'm definitely trying to win with this. Like, look at this stuff. Like, how is this not epic? And we are, of course, drawing 4 cards and gaining what? 12 life? Because we deserve it. Okay, 4 lands, basically. Face is the place. And we have another one for the next turn. I expect some, Farewell or Sunfalls. So we kinda need to kill him right now. Well, this is not how trample works. All the damage goes through. And I think he's dead. I think he's dead. And we use the hexproof option because I think they play the Emperor And I think otherwise they would exile like one of the Tyrants, right? But that would still be bad. This is so much damage. Alright, we are going first. Let's sit. A lot of 7 drops, not too much ramp unfortunately, but hopefully we will get there. We're on the play, so we have pretty good, start here. If we hit 4 mana ramp, that we should, because we have a lot of it, I think we could be, in a good spot here. Golgari, alright. See? Exactly as expected. So do we go Elemental? Yeah, I think we go, just because this is 7 mana, and this is 8. But we will just go with the surprise, right? Sentinel. Oh, fair magic against us. This might end, not well. It might go very bad for our opponent. But let's see. So we go Invasion of Zendikar. We try to ramp as soon as possible, because we have some strong plays for the next turn. I think we'll just cast it when he's trying to, go for the combat phase. We need to be careful because there might be a shell death, in which case we'll probably try something. Let's go for the dinosaur. Alright, just making sure that I understand the card, because we have such a good play, we just cannot waste it. Our opponent knows that something is wrong. There's open 7 mana, nothing is going on. Here's the Wormlet. Well, this is definitely a bit of a different green creature. I want him to get tapped. Oh man, that's so good. Well, so it enters the battlefield, and before this happens, well, let's show him some creatures that we have. Can we go for this? I think we can, right? We have exactly 7. So, our opponent wanted to remove one of the creatures from our hand. Well, let's show him the business. Absolutely legit. Absolutely legit. Do you do something? No, you don't. So, this is a worm. So, Rhino, shield counter. Oh boy, this is definitely a turn. Everything is also indestructible, just in case. And let's put those creatures. Absolutely fair magic, as you can see. Shield counter, sure. Why not? Alright, man. We are definitely on the streak, man. This is like the 3rd or 4th game in a row where I have on the play with Irencrag, Zendikar, and the 7 mana, drop. So we take it. However, to be absolutely fair, this can go either way, because our opponent definitely plays some go for the throats, and we don't have the Tyrant. So let's keep ramping, but we need more value. Right now we don't have enough. And they can kill this before the shield counter resource, so yeah. We can get the Rhino, but that's kinda it. So it's actually scary. I'm not sure if we are in a good spot. This might die if we want. Okay, perfect. This is important. I mean, this is a good start. So, we can go for the shield counter right now. This is an artifact. I really want to kill it, to be absolutely honest. Let's go. I'm not sure if the Rhino is better or killing it, but I usually like to remove, my opponent's creatures. And now they cannot kill this. Alright, this is okay. We don't need the survey, because we actually need only land, that will be the 8th one, into Ghalta. And I really want the Tyrant. If we can draw the Tyrant, that would be so awesome. Like, against removal deck, Tyrant is insane. But even on the Titan, they need to break the shield counter first. However, oh really? Alright, that will be a land. Our opponent is merciless on our hand. Alright, so if we attack, he probably blocks. And then he can start using removal on the Titan. But we don't really have the other choice, right? Let's start getting some more creatures. He cannot get Deadly Cover Up, even if he plays it. Oh, they didn't go for it. That's good for us. That's actually really good. I didn't expect it. Alright, and enjoy removing our hand, my friend. And you know what? I will take the action. And the Irencrag became the legendary equipment. And that's actually a lot of value. Alright. Well, today games were really big. I'll be honest, this is so weird, man, because some of you are having questions in your mind, all right? Don't worry, we will answer them. First of all, we played unranked today. Why? Because I tried this in ranked and there was every single game a red deck. It was always Boros or always mono red. I didn't see any other deck on the ladder, and my draws were absolutely awful. Like that's why during the games you have seen, I said that, man, I cannot believe every game I have a good draw. When I played ranked, I got the worst draws ever. When I play unranked, I got on the play with 2 mana ramp into 4 mana ramp into 7 drop nearly every game, and it looked great. Like it looked way too good, honestly. I actually was happy to have one time a game in unranked where I didn't have this opening because it felt like cheating basically. So we won this one as well, so I'm pretty happy about this one. However, in ranked games I got abysmal. Like I got 5 7 drops and 2 lands, and then I mulligan and I got no ramp and 3 lands and 4 or 7. Like the draws were absolutely awful, and on top of this, every single game was against Boros or mono red. There was literally no other decks on the ladder for me. So the experience was pretty, amazing. It was fine. It was great. So I decided to go unranked because I think, the green is the color of having fun. So I decided that we'll just have some fun, play some Magic, and forget about the mono red. Archetype. Let's call it the archetype for one day and just enjoy Magic. So I hope you enjoyed it. Why am I ending? Like, I didn't even talk about the deck. What's wrong with me? Honestly, Titan of Industry, they are rotating. I think nothing else. So, what can we do about those cards that are rotating while I'm checking all the other ones so I don't cheat you? This is easy. There is a different card that also does exactly the same thing, so this one will be easy. I checked before making the deck. Where are you, my card? This is card that I was using. The only difference between the one we are using is that our card takes out from 7 cards on the top of the library. This one takes from 6, but if you don't use the whole ramp thing or you miss, you can proliferate. However, we don't use proliferate in this deck, so one card is better. So this is very easy replacement. Irencrag stays. So, by the way, we use it instead of Raccoon that I was using in the other ramp versions, and this was actually from one of your comments. One of the long-time fan of the channel mentioned that maybe the Irencrag is a good idea, and I actually agreed because this is way more resistant than the Raccoon. And if you don't know what the Raccoon is, Raccoon, where are you? Oh, it has to be somewhere. Don't do me dirty like this. Here it is, Bramble Familiar. This also ramps you, however, in some cases it's slower because the artifact can be used on the same turn, and it's of course vulnerable to removal, so I actually prefer Irencrag, and it also gives you more ways to ramp very, very quickly with no real risk of removal. So we have 6 cards that ramp us to 4, then we have, 7 cards that ramp us directly to 7. So that's why, honestly, this is the most super ramp deck I have played so far. Like, everything is just you either ramp or you lose the game. And honestly, in many cases you will lose the game. It's not extremely competitive deck. It's actually not very competitive deck, but it's super fun when it works. And yeah, for the Titan of Industry, you need to think about it. I've checked the big creatures. I think Nissa is the closest one. Because we are already playing all the Rexes, so maybe you can try more Ghalta. Like, it's okay, but it's not a 7 drop. I honestly think we go Nissa, which makes Surprise a little bit worse. So yeah, we maybe lose some consistency, or we just scrap this plan and just go for the pure ramp. I think Up the Beanstalk stays because it's a good card. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me in the comments how it was against Red. Well, if they are on the play, you are dead. So yeah, take it or leave it. It's what it is. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and thank you guys for watching until then. I appreciate it a ton, and see you tomorrow.